Finally made it to Hubbard's Marina and take my 39-hour fishing trip.
Yes, sir. How we doing, guys?
Doing good.
Doing all right?
Good. We're just about to leave on our 39-hour trip at 3 p.m. If you purchase pinfish at a dozen each, you get your own live well. Mine was Lucky 13. And a lot of information can be found on Hubbard's Marina. They do a good job of letting you know all the prices. Those are the bunks. My bunk was not air conditioned, so if you get in the top, it will not be air conditioned. I do recommend the lower deck because it is air conditioned. Met a lot of cool people like Lou and Dave here trolling. They were fun to talk to and hang out with. And of course, I got my mom's chicken adobo for my dinner that night.
Of Mexico. Yay.
We're about to make our first drop. The anchor is about to get set and our captain is going to come over the intercom and tell us, okay boys, let them drop. We're doing night fishing, which is typically mostly mangrove snapper, and there was just a bunch of big mangrove snapper that were caught. I caught a couple of big ones, pretty much loaded as much as I can. Ended up the trip with like 14, I believe, mangrove snapper. There I'm hooking up the double snell that, again, if you go to hubbardmarina.com or their YouTube channel, they have a lot of great tips on what to expect and how to do your rigging for these type of trips. So again, shout out to them for providing a lot of information to look for on their website and on their YouTube channel. Alright, here the deckhands come by. That's actually the captain that comes by and he helps out. He'll take your fish, he'll ask you for your number, and they'll put a stringer with your number on it to collect all your fish. They also have a meal package. I believe it's $50, and it's a really good meal package. You get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus you get water and sodas. So it's definitely pretty affordable. I definitely would consider doing that next time.
He's right here. Down below. What's it down? Nice mango. Nice mango. There we go. 13, sir. Go up.
So we took about 3 or 4 different spots from midnight all the way pretty much till almost sun up. And again, everyone loaded up on mangrove snapper. Some American red snapper were caught too, and a couple of nice red grouper. morning is what we were waiting for. We know that the American red snapper Gulf of Mexico just opened up in this past week, so everyone wants their limit of American red snapper, which is 2 per person per day. So this is a 2-day trip, so we're allowed to keep 4. And this, I believe, is going to be a nice little red grouper. I end up catching 2 really nice red grouper, which is a new species for me. I didn't get those other 2 big ones on film, but it was a great time for me to put a new species on there, and great time for me to cook a red grouper for the first time. So I'm really happy about all the fish that I caught, especially there's so many red snapper that we caught. I mean, everyone limited out, got a couple big ones, and it was just a great trip, and I definitely left sore. I didn't recoup for at least a couple days. I was so sore, but it was worth every bit of it. I definitely will be doing this trip again. The reel I'm using is a Penrath 2. It has 65-pound braid tied to 60-pound mono with 80-pound leader fluorocarbon. Again, if you're going to use braid, you need to make sure that you have 50 to 100 feet of mono, because when you get tangled, braid, it's really hard to untangle when it gets stuck on anything else, and they're just going to cut your line. So make sure you have enough mono after you put the braid on. The rod I'm using is actually, I did a little challenge for myself if I could find the most affordable and fiscally responsible rods and equipment on Amazon. And so that is a Burning Shark, which was actually only $59. It's a 6-foot rod, 50 to 80 pound class, and definitely did the job. I also got a Penn Senator conventional reel. That was another one that was the most affordable that I could find. That was a decent brand. It was about $99. And then the other rod I paired with that was a Blink trolling rod. That was a little shorter than 6 feet, but I was more comfortable using the spinning gear. I was able to get more leverage, I feel, and get the fish up quickly. Now, I did get broken off twice by some pretty big fish. I believe the first one I got broke off was a really big red snapper, and it broke off at the leader. And then the other one was definitely a grouper, as it rocked me, and I kept putting pressure on it, and I could feel it rubbing up against the rock that it was in, and finally it just gave way and popped off. So definitely disappointed, but the reel and the rod handled it. So I definitely have no problems using a 6,000 spinning reel and the setup that I have there. So when I go back again, I'll use the same setup.
it right there. Oh.
When I tell you that it was non-stop red snapper, one after the other, I mean, we caught so many red snapper. Some of them we didn't keep because we wanted to make sure we got a good one, but some of them weren't 16 inches, so we had to throw them back anyways. All of us have venting tools to vent. They also have a descending device to help with the fish come down and so that it doesn't die. So I'm glad to see that that was used too.
I don't think so.
part two right there.
That's the police. That's the boat. 1, 2.